Hello everybody, as you just heard, I am Jessica's man of honor. I'm not, I don't have a heart of stone, that is for sure. And I certainly hope that I don't fall apart, but I likely will. So I apologize in advance. I have a few notes here, but certainly not a full script, because as I started to write this speech with a pen, I felt really stupid all of a sudden. I thought, ink? These words should be written with lightning or carved in stone. And since I didn't have any of those handy, I'm pretty much winging it right now. But we are actors and we do improvise, so fingers crossed. Plus, you really don't need to write anything down when your speech has pretty much already been written for 21 years, which is when I met Jessica. So I'd like to start off by congratulating Mike and Vanessa. Jessica, can you join me up here for a moment, please?
What?
Can you join me up here for a moment, please? So you might be wondering who Vanessa is. Well, that's who Jessica was to me for the first year that I knew her. We met in September 1994. When we were both, hey buddy, just give me a second, okay? Mommy's busy. We were both cast in a Remembrance Day play. I was in grade 9, she was in grade 10. And I was cast as her father, and she was my daughter, which is ironic because she's 1 year older than me. And her name in the play was Vanessa, and for some reason I thought that her name was Vanessa for the next year. And the entire year after we were in that play, the only exchange that we had together were the lines that we uttered to each other in the play, which were, I had just found out that my son had been killed in battle. Hildy. Krista was also in this play. Krista was Hildy.
Krista?
Hildy. Vanessa, have you heard?
Yes, Dad, we know.
Did I go?
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
You're released. So that was it for the next year, you know? I mean, I thought her name was Vanessa and she thought I was weird. And by the grace of God, we were placed in the same drama class the next year. Thank goodness, because that's when we first realized that we had a kinship and found out that we were partners in crime. We started writing plays together and entering them into competitions. Hey, what are you doing? Who gave you sugar? And it just took off from there. You know, people would come up to Jessica in the hallways and say, "Where's Rob?" People would come up to me in the hallways and say, "Where's Jess?" And we would say, "You know, we're not joined at the hip," but in fact we were. And we have been ever since. This summer before university, she went to the University of Guelph, I went to McMaster. We kind of thought that we might have feelings for each other. So we dabbled with that. 2 years after, so we went to university for 2 years, and then we both decided to move in together and get an agent and focus on our acting careers. We worked on Queer as Folk. I don't know whether you guys remember that television show. And we went to gay clubs every weekend. There was a definite red flag there that I don't think Jessica saw at the time. But we figured things out, that's for sure. One thing that Jessica and I would say is that, you know, in this apartment we will never ever fall back on rent. And about 4 months after moving in, there would be a note slipped under our door every month saying past due. And we ended up getting evicted. And she ended up moving to the States. And I like to think that, you know, from Jessica and I getting evicted, that's how she met Mike. Because if we had not been evicted, you would not have moved to the States. She ended up going to LA and doing acting school and fell in love with the city, as we knew she would, and met this wonderful, strapping young gent, thank God, because we all love him. We would have frequent reunions, Provincetown, Massachusetts, Hamilton. Diane and Tep became my second family, absolutely, and I adore them from the bottom of my heart. Jessica has become an absolute sister to me, but that sounds contrived and trite, because she's so much more than that. There's just an abundance of love between all of us. In fact, I lived in the Czech Republic for 3 months, and when I came back, I had the shakes. I had reverse culture shock. And what did I need to do? Get on a plane and go to Austin and meet my godson for the first time, and spend time with Mike and Jessica. And it was free therapy, and that's why I love them so much. Funny story. I know this is going late. I'm sorry. I'll cut it short. You, little buddy. A couple days ago, I was leaving the house, and I'm Devin's godfather, by the way. And when I was leaving the house, he said, "You're my brother." And I said, "No, I'm your godfather, but you call me Uncle Robbie." And he said, "Yes, but you're my brother too." And I said, "Okay, we're brothers." And you've been calling me brother ever since, right, brother?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jessica, you are my absolute platonic soulmate. We finish each other's sentences. We think the same things, we laugh at the same things, we react to the same things. I am absolutely thrilled and honored to be your man of honor. One day, when I get married to Ryan Seacrest, or maybe somebody else, you absolutely will be my best woman. You already are. You always have been. And you always will be. Thank you very much.